So for today's pink moon flow, you need a receptacle and some drinking water.
I've got a bowl that my mother made.
So we can sit on our mat and just maybe raise up your bottom with like a cushion or a block or a book. And we can start with this breathing,
This box breathing, it's called, but I find it just helps me get into the body and open breath a little bit deeper. And yeah, full moon tonight. So it feels nice to just completely settle. Yeah, so for the breathing, we just breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold. And then breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And then you just do it in your own time, so there's no pushing it too much, but we can just do a few rounds and deepening the breath maybe longer. So inflating all of the organs in the chest, bringing air to everything when you breathe in. Holding at the peak and ensuring the throat stays open. And then releasing the breath out, emptying everything out, and seeing naturally there's the pelvic floor that starts to come towards the spine, just activating the Mula Bandha, the heat. You can start making some movements. You can bring your arms to your knees, and then as you breathe in, arch your back and hold on to your knees as you arch your back. Then as you breathe out, you can round your back. Let's see how the movement starts from the Mula Bandha. Then you can roll your neck against your chest when you breathe out. Everything rounding. And breathing in, everything arching. Looking out. We'll just do 2 more on each. And we'll straighten our spine and sit up and find a sense of length from the crown of your head and rooting from your base and your sit bones. And you can bring your water in front of you and just consider, what would you like to put in it? The pink moon apparently is not pink at all, but it's called pink because all of the flowers just grow. And so it's a good time to just vision and see, what do we want to make grow in our life? What do we want to nurture? And we can put this intention in the water, and then it will bathe under the light of the moon tonight, and tomorrow we can drink it. This is something we would like to see grow. And here in Portugal, everything has grown like crazy in the last weeks. And flowers and the baby fruits and vegetables. And so it's a good time of crazy growth in nature. Maybe it's something super small we want to see grow, like a gentleness with ourselves, or super small but also very big and important, or something big we want to do in the world, still rooted in that self-love and care. Then we're going to open our practice with an Om, so we can breathe in for Om. We just sit in the resonance and let everything be, every thought and feeling flow on by. Listen to the sounds. The furthest sound you can hear, and the closest sounds. Just relax as what's listening. And we find our way to all fours. Let's do some wild cats. Any movement that you like. With those same principles of breathing and the body moving at the same time as the breath. Movement you like. Can make sound if you like. It's moving our animal bodies. Wow. Taking head. Oh. Then you just create a little bit of heat. Plant your hands on the mat, really open all your fingers flat back, and just gonna lift the knees off the ground. Breathe deeply. Push through the hands onto the ground. Hasta Bandha. Suction from the center of the palm. Pushing into the ground, into the earth. And pushing with the feet down. And then as we breathe out, you shine your sacrum to the sky into down dog. We can pedal our feet in down dog. Make sure you're still opening every fingertip, pushing down with the palm of your hands. Pedaling the feet and stretching the calves and thighs. Shake your head no and yes. Just to relax and tension in the neck. And you're rotating your triceps outwards to make space for your back. And then breathe in. The next time you breathe out, we shoot forward into plank. You push back with your heels. We can go back and forward a little bit in plank, so it's just a little bit moving. Micro bend in the elbows. Activates the stomach muscles. They should naturally activate here as you're hanging in plank, as if you're hanging from the cosmos, the plumb line, into your lower back. And then bend your knees next time you exhale into downward dog. Breathe in downward dog. Pedal your feet. And then shoot forward into plank. And shoot back as you breathe out into down dog. We'll just do that a few more times. We can do it with one breath each time. So breathe into down dog. Breathe out into plank. Breathe in plank. Breathe out in down dog. Breathe in down dog. Breathe out. And 2 more times. Down dog. And plank. Then we bring our knees to the ground and we're going to lower ourselves all the way down. So you're peeking over the edge of your mat, bending at the elbow and lowering yourself down slowly to the mat. All the way. Rotate your shoulders. And then we're going to come into Sphinx. Elbows on the shoulders. So you can lift your left leg, lift your right leg, lift your pelvis up, glue it back down, and shine your heart forward through the gateway of your arms. So you're pulling back with your forearms, pulling towards you, and at the same time, you're shining your heart forward. So there's 2 directions. You're rooting through your pelvis and rooting through your feet in the ground. And you can play with coming up onto your hands, lifting your elbows off the ground. Make sure your lower back is safe by tightening your bum and really activating your thighs. Pushing the thighs against the ground, pushing the feet against the ground, and you can see how high you can come back. And come back down. Plant your hands back down. Come up into strong plank. So you need to activate the stomach muscle. And then up you go. Back into plank. And into down dog. Then we look forward between our hands and we're going to jump or step to the front of the mat. Forward fold. And halfway lift. Flat back. And forward fold again. Relax everything. You can bring your hands to your lower back and give it a little hummel. Maybe the top of your buttocks there. You can give them a little pummeling. Your thighs, your hips. We're going to do some hip openers today. Massage your lower back. And then you can interlace your fingers and bring them back behind you. Just bring that forward fold a little bit deeper. It'll give you a nice massage for your shoulders. You can rotate your shoulders if you like. Breathe. Then we release our arms to the ground, forward fold, and then bring your arms alongside your ears. And we're going to come up with a flat back all the way to standing. I'm in the flower. You can look up to the sky. Stretch up. And then hands to the third eye, to the throat chakra, to the heart. And just face forward and breathing from your heart into your hands. You can push with your hands towards your heart. You might feel your heart beat. Breathe deeply and then bring your arms up above your head. And we come back down, all the way down to forward fold. Hands to the ground and step or jump back to plank. And bring yourself all the way down to the ground slowly, and we can hover in plank. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down.
And up into upward facing dog. Bring your heart to the sky. You can bring yourself all the way in upward dog if you like. And bring yourself back into plank and down dog. And we're just going to do some hip openers. So bring your left foot to the center of the mat. And then sweep your right leg up. So we're in three-legged dog. So your right leg should be shining to the sky. And you can shake it and make any sound you like. Release anything. And then you sweep your right leg to the front next to your right hand. And we're in crescent lunge. You can stay here in Superman, like a little bit, loading some weight into your right leg. And then you come up all the way up into crescent lunge. And so here we're going to do just a few movements. Bring your arms up to the sky. And then bring your arms down as you bring your knee down. And you can do it with a lion's breath. So breathe in, look up, reach up, and breathe out. Lion's breath and knee down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, knee down. Breathe in, knee up, look up. Breathe out, knee down. And again, one more time. And then we're going to come sideways all the way to Virabhadrasana 2, which is the warrior. And you can look forward to your right. Make sure you have a right angle with that front leg. And you look towards your hand with your drishti, your gaze, your intention here. It can, like, imagine you have these lights coming through your eyes, lasers. You can accomplish anything. And push down with each of your legs. And then release your left arm against your left thigh and your right arm up. Reverse. Warrior. And we bring everything back down into extended warrior. So you have a nice diagonal line all the way from your hand to your left foot. And there's not too much weight from that right arm, even though it's leaning against the leg. If you have a block, you can just have it maybe on the side of your foot, so your weight can go on there and lean on it gently. Should be able to anytime lift that hand off. So you're really extending from the arm, the foot and the hand, going from one direction to the next. And the scissoring action between your thighs, and from the Mula Bandha, you're extending. Great, and then we come up and we come into a triangle. So you might want to bring the leg a little bit shorter. And here in triangle, we reach forward, extend with your arms. Make sure your arms are parallel. Extend, extend, extend. And then we go sideways. Rotate. So we're in a triangle pose. So that should be a nice stretch for your right thigh.
Nice stretch.
You can look down or in front, whatever feels more relaxed for your neck today, or even upwards. Okay, and then we
revolve back, and we face forward for a moment. And we can just face all the way forward with a flat back, as if we're reaching towards each other. I love you. And when you push your bum back and your hands forward, oh, and then we release all the way down. Plant your right hand to the center and bring your left arm up.
Oh.
And then now bring the other side, so left hand planted. So that should give you a nice stretch for the other thigh. You can hold on to your feet or bring your hands backwards, depending on how flexible your body is today. Maybe you can even reach the head to the ground. And then we come back up, hands on our hips, all the way up. Our posture. You can bring your heels in a bit so your legs are facing outwards. And bring a hand to the sky and come down in goddess, and at the same time in lions. And then up again, straight legs, reaching up, and then bend your legs. Come down in lion. 3 more times. We can stay here in our goddess, making sure that knees are tracking with the second and third toe, opening the arms, taking as much space as we need. Opening the heart. And we come to the other side, warrior two. So bending the front knee, making sure that there's a right angle. So making sure our back foot is a little bit more back if it needs to be. Straight arms, horizontal. You can check them. And then look in front of your left, in line with your left hand. And again, be very purposeful with your gaze. So continuing the line of energy in your body with your eyesight too. The whole energy is focused on anything you want to accomplish. And you're pushing down and rooting for each of your feet. Scissoring action in the legs. Rooting to rise. And then now we're going to revolve warrior. So right arm goes against the right thigh. Left arm goes up. And we look back. Lean back. And then we come forward. Lean against your thigh with your right forearm and a nice diagonal line from the hands to the right foot. Extended side angle. Make sure you're not collapsing into that leg. You can do it on purpose, just collapse too much just to see how it is. Come back up and see, lift your left arm. So you're seeing how you can hold that position with strength, but with all of the organs. So also the hand is not floppy. See the difference between the floppy hand and a really extended hand that holds the energy. And breathe. With your gaze again, you might want to look up. I find for me, when I look up, it actually activates more my stomach.
And then we come into triangle. And then we bring your whole pelvis more to the right and your left arm more and more to the left. Peek over and then revolve sideways into Trikonasana. Really root with each of your feet. You might want to bring your gait a little bit shorter. And there should be like a plumb line between both your arms. So it's like a straight vertical line. And we come back up. We face forward once more. We can face all the way with a flat back, reaching towards each other. And releasing down to the ground. Now both legs have been stretched equally, so it might feel a little bit different. Then the hands to hips and rise up all the way. And then you can jump or just shimmy yourself back to the center or jump to the center. And then here we're just going to do tree, so you can lift your right leg, hold it towards your stomach. Oh, sorry, before tree, we'll just hold the right knee with your left arm and we're just going to revolve to the side. Just a nice twist, standing twist. And look backwards. If you can reach for the outside of your foot and straighten your leg. It just depends how flexible your legs are, how long your arms are. And then revolve sideways. And then bring that leg back in. And you can place it on your thigh. And then really push with your thigh into your foot and from your foot into your thigh. And then you can rise up. And so really point with your fingers up. So we have this line from the ground, rooting and reaching. And then activate your core. And we bring our arms back down. Shake our right leg. And then we do the other side. So plant the right leg. Bring the left knee in. To the chest. And then hold the right hand onto the left knee and revolve sideways. Standing twist. And then you can try holding to the left foot and extending it. And then twisting side. Woo. Staying with balance. And bringing the leg back and planting it into your thigh, to the inside of your right thigh. Making sure you're pushing with your left foot again, and you're pushing with the right thigh. And from there, you can rise. And stretch up to the side as you're rooting down to your right. Open your arms if you like. And then swing your arms back and release your leg and just take it a little bit. And we can just flip them over. We're just gonna work our hips a little bit. We're gonna go on all fours. And lift your right leg and make big, big circles with the rabbit leg. And at the same time, breathe. And then circles the other direction. And then bring your leg up. So as if you're on all fours, and then you bring it up horizontally just 10 times. You can breathe out every time you kick up. So every time you kick up, you should be activating your thigh and your buttocks a little bit. And then sideways as if it's a dog pissing against the wall. So we just do 15 there. And again, every time you lift it up, it should activate your thighs. Great, and then we just do the other side, left leg, big circles. A little bit of hygiene of our hips. We tend to store so many emotions. Just to move them, strengthen. And the other side, big circle. And then back on all fours, and we lift our left leg up. And each time you just tighten a little bit as it comes up. 10 more times. Breathe out each time. And then now sideways, opening. Great, and come back down. And then we bring our right leg to the back and our left arm to the front, and we're going to come up and down, just tapping. So that's working our lower back muscles. And activating our core. And then the other side. Right arm and left leg pointing forward and coming up every time you breathe out. And make sure your core is activated. And don't forget to root for your left hand and for your right leg. 5 more times. Great. And then you can round up back again. And then roll all the way to a child's pose. And just put your forehead to the ground and just surrender your weight into the ground. And we're going to slide ourselves forward. Keep your chin touching the ground all the way when you come into our sphinx. The other way. Open, spine, restacking all of our vertebrae. Often they're just bending forward, looking at the phone or the computer. Just opening our chest. Then we release ourselves all the way to our mat. And this time we're going to do swimming. So opposite leg and opposite hand up. And you breathe out slowly. And then now we can do it fast. Chop, 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 chop. And we can rise up into the womb. Hands behind. And you can even bend your knees and catch your feet. And then push your feet into your hands. And rise up. Just balance on your pelvis. Push with your feet against the hands. Give you a nice stretch for the back. Swing the shoulders. And release everything down. Pushing for your forehead and rock your pelvis right to left to release any tension. And then push yourself back up to all fours and child. I'm just going to come on our backs. Just make our way to your back. And you're lying there. We're just going to activate our abs a little bit so they can really support us during our day and our week. You can bring your legs to tabletop and just put your fingers on your abs area. Leave your head onto the ground and just tap down with one foot and the other, and it should just gently activate your abs to start with. Make sure you're breathing. And then you can bring both legs down. Three more times. Great, and then now you really push your lower back against the floor. You can bring your head up. Just pushing with our lower back. Your hands can come forward. Push until it shakes. Push. Then hands behind the head, make a little hammock. And just going to do crisscross. Chest towards your knee. Then do 15 more. Breathe. I haven't been counting. So 5 more. 5 and release everything. Then bring your arms alongside your back and you should be able to just touch the tip of your heels. And as you breathe out, bring your heels up, half lift. And breathe in, roll the vertebrae back down. Next time you breathe out, you can bring the arms up to you, above your head. Breathe in, roll your spine back down. Breathe out, breathe. And breathe in, roll back down. Make sure you activate your thighs when you breathe out. Roll at your pelvis. And breathe in. Roll yourself. 3 more times. New time. And 1. And then we're going to bring ourselves all the way up into boat. So we're slowly rising. Try and keep your feet to the ground. And straight back Coming up, you can release your legs out into boat. So yeah, it's a pink moon, which probably will bring in loads of crazy emotions. So I find to just really work the core and be able to just feel it in every day, activate it. It just helps me find that balance, strength in myself that I need to just rest with all the energy. And then we can go each side. As you breathe out, you chop to each side as if you're rowing. 10 times. And hug your knees to your chest. Ah, make any noise you like. Ah.
Mm.
And we're just we're just gonna stretch our thighs. You can bring your left foot onto your right leg and pull the right leg towards you. Stretch our hips, thighs. Not too much, just enough. And then the other side, you can bring your head up if you like. Straighten the leg if you like. And then now there's a few minutes just to do whatever you like. I really feel like doing headstands. So it could be anything you feel will support you. And we'll do that before Shavasana. Whichever asana you're doing, don't forget to breathe. And root to rise, the same principles. And just one more minute, coming back slowly. And in your own time, make your way to corpse pose. Savasana, you might need to put some socks on, put a blanket over you. And have a little look at your water. Remember your intention. Is there anything you want to add to it? You can just take your water and whisper that intention into it. And then when you're done, you can lie down. Releasing all of your weight onto the ground. heavy heels, heavy knees, heavy thighs, releasing your pelvis, your hips, giving into gravity, releasing your lower back, heavy spine, everything pulled into gravity. Releasing your left shoulder into the ground, your left arm, your left elbow, your left forearm, your left hand, your left wrist, your left finger, your left knuckle, squeeze into the ground. And then your right side, your right shoulder, releasing your right arm, your right elbow, your right forearm, your right wrist, your right palm, your right knuckles, and every finger, your right palm, and your head, releasing your head, the skull, allowing it to completely rest into the ground. Release all of its weight. Release your eyes and their eye sockets. Nothing more to do. No movement except the breath. Rising and falling like waves in your body. Relax your jaw, your mandibles. Relax your forehead. There's any frown. Relax deeply inside the flesh. All of the little nerve endings. Let them know it's okay for that. And breathe deeper. Just to show your body all this. Any fizzy energy in the body, let it just fizzle away. Let it merge with the whole of your body. And your body, let it merge with the whole of the cosmos. Nothing separate. It's indivisible at home. You're in the loving of this Mother Earth. And gravity, your friend. Your lover, you can completely give yourself.
And then we'll start moving our toes, our fingers, and maybe our bigger muscles like our thighs. Just squiggling around. Squiggly creature. Just maybe stretching out. Roll yourself to one side. And just for that moment, give yourself again totally to the ground. Pour all of your weight into the earth as if you were filled with water. And you're pouring from this side now. Pouring all of yourself. And then gather yourself up. Activate your core and come up all the way up to sitting. Bring your cushion behind you. Good. Sit up. Cross-legged, eyes half open, half closed. We're just going to close the practice with a final Om. So we breathe in for Om. With your relaxed gaze, you can look at the water again. Remember your intention. And then we bow, hands, head, and heart to the ground, giving thanks to all the lineages of teachings, lineages of wisdom teachings that support us to be clear-minded and well and safe in ourselves so we can be a love zone and share that with others around us and the world. Thank you.